did it. Ben's fucking with the camera.
Oh,
You're live.
Why? I'm making my hair so I can wear a hat.
We're live now, right at the
Right.
most embarrassing point.
Well, shit.
it's the Insert CoinCast, now featuring May trimming.
Just gotta do her hair.
I got lucky. I would be doing the same thing.
I mean,
I do that shit.
you prim
I went
yourself.
through when I recorded
You
that
French
video.
braid your hair?
No.
Huh?
He tried dreads once, and it was a bad time for everyone
Oh, no.
involved.
I recorded that video yesterday, and I went through like all the ones that I didn't use because I re-recorded it like 1,000 times, and I am just like, I'm always like I literally fix my hair like this, like I'm really vain. I'm really self-conscious about the way I look. Like, it's not like a self-esteem issue. It's just like
It's a self-esteem issue.
I'm very aware of how I look. I want to present myself
Very self-conscious
visually.
about yourself.
I mean, you guys saw that picture of me from when I was a kid, right?
no.
Yes.
Clearly.
Oh, the one with the Noopy shirt?
Noopy.
Noopy?
To be fair,
It actually said poopy
to be
It's a
fair,
poopy
I looked
boy.
great.
for
So,
a 3-year-old. That's
like a
really
really,
at all.
a really tall 3-year-old. And fucking
When I
Lucas. Is that baby Ben? Well, you know, not
When
clearly
Ben,
not a baby.
Little known fact: when Ben was 3, he was actually 7 feet tall.
What?
I shrunk. Yeah, I've
since
He keeps getting shorter.
keeps getting shorter and shorter.
I'm
as
down to
years go by.
6'1", and next
Ben
year
will never die. He'll just get short and disappear.
It's the curious case of Benjamin Briggs.
To answer your question,
Is it like
yes.
rude if I slurp my coffee really loudly the whole time? I should just do that.
No, you should just make sure you
Slap
do that
coffee
every
onto
time.
Your lap, and you'll have burnt crotch. Yeah.
Joke's on you. I put ice cubes in it, so I will just
So
have
it doesn't
slightly
change the fact-
lukewarm crotch.
Doesn't change the fact you're gonna have coffee crotch.
Coffee crotch? That
Mhm.
sounds stimulating. You get it? Because it's a stimulant.
Your dick's gonna
Mhm.
crash pretty hard after that caffeine. It's gonna be the most flaccid of all flaccid penises.
That's not funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's kind of funny.
It's pretty funny.
That's the Floridian accent. It's not funny. It's kind of funny. That's how Floridians talk.
Sounds like a valley girl.
Yeah. It's just
You're going to a
kinda-
place that's filled with valley girls.
You're just really chilled out all the time because you're hanging out in Florida and there's like nothing to do.
Do they also like to say that that's hot?
That's hot. That's hot.
So, this is
Oh.
episode 2 of the
Insert
Insert
Coin
Coin
Keys.
podcast. We have one
Off to a
returning.
roaring start.
We have one returning member. Who is?
Not me.
It's not you.
No, there were things.
There were
What?
things.
We're super live.
I couldn't hear because somebody was playing with their headphones.
Oh. Well, I was just announcing that this was episode 2 of the Insert Coin podcast.
Look at us.
Oh,
So.
hooray! Welcome back. Welcome back to the Insert CoinCast,
We
which we have definitely decided not to call the Insert Coin Podcast because of the initials ICP.
That's a good
Horrible.
reason.
I approve of that
The Insert
decision for
Coin
that
Posse.
exact reason. If we can,
Excellent.
any way we can separate ourselves from ICP that's a good thing. I'm on board with that.
We're gonna change our name to Insert Clown Theater.
Insert Crab Theater.
Insert Crab Theater.
I still don't know how magnets work, and I don't want to talk to a scientist. about that.
They
Anyone
work,
other than a
but
scientist
with
doesn't know how
science.
magnets work.
With science,
That's
They're poles.
Yeah.
And they align and they create fields. And it's basically the Force.
This is
You
getting-
sound like you're lying and getting me pissed.
This is getting a little over. I don't like your fairy tales.
Has everybody seen that video? Are we all on the same page here?
God damn it.
Miracles.
Yes, I've seen it. It's bad.
No,
Dumb and
No.
I haven't seen it,
No,
but
it's-
I do understand the whole making fun of juggalos thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a
So
thing.
Miracles is required viewing after this podcast.
Yeah, it's insane. Insert clown posse.
Yeah.
Insert Clown Posse.
Insane Clown Posse. The name of the song is
Insane
Miracles.
Podcast.
It's this huge, like, high budget with like tons of effects and like 3D graphics, and they're just saying some of the dumbest tripe that's ever been uttered by a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Like magnets. How do they work?
That's one of the lines. We don't have to get into that.
Is it like going to church?
Theater do not hate Insane Clown Posse.
Yes, we
We're
do.
very Insane Clown ambiguous about that. So anyways, we have one returning member.
The opinions of the cast does not reflect the opinions of the corporation.
Yes. So we have one returning member.
Oh, that's me!
That's you.
Great job.
And
You did
then
it.
the rest of us are new. I'm Jim.
I'm Ben. No wait,
I'm-
I'm Ben and you're Jim.
Are we seriously gonna start doing this again? Gone through this so many. We have rehearsed this for hours, days.
Did you make it a cute little voicemail too?
Right? I'm Ben and you're Jim.
No, I'm Jim and you're Ben.
God damn it!
Right?
You don't even fucking remember. You don't even fucking remember.
We have an identity crisis.
And then the fourth member, who is also new to the podcast.
Yes, I'm EXO Tree Hugger.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
We're gonna
Also known as Tree.
tree.
Tree. Yeah, you can call me Tree.
Is that your gang sign?
No, it's like you could either be like, oh, it's a tree, or like, I don't know, like a big fluffy tree, or like,
Tree.
oh, it's a palm tree.
That is a palm tree. Yeah, I'm down with it. XO Tree Hugger for life.
X.
That's it. XO Tree Hugger.
XO Tree Hugger.
You did it, everyone. You heard it here
Then you gotta
first.
hug yourself.
This would be a great T-shirt.
Just hands that are doing this. Nobody will
Turn the
understand.
tree like straight into a hug. It's great.
It's just like tree hugger. So, yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that just are not responding to any of our messages on Facebook.
Who?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm just like, hey,
That's
everybody,
the shit out of energy.
time for the
because
podcast. And they're like, no, not us. That's no.
Four people is a healthy
It's a fair
number.
amount.
Once you get above that, it's going to be a lot of talking over each other, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that anyway, so just get ready.
Ben's a bulldozer.
Hooray!
Ben-dozer.
You guys had me on the B-cast. You know what it's like.
That was the best episode.
To be fair, I had a lot to say about Food Fight.
And you
Yeah.
still do.
Oh, God. It's not
But
talking.
let's not get into that. Today, we're going to actually get into something that's even worse than Food Fight.
I don't know if you can say that.
It's
I don't
comparable.
think
no, you can't say that.
It's
worse
comparable to
than
Food
Food
Fight.
Hold
So
on. Livestream.com/CharlieSheenDog is still streaming that movie 24/7. You can go there right now. Livestream.com/CharlieSheenDog.
do you have to put livestream.com? I thought you could just put Charlie Sheen Dog.
That's a good question, my friend. .com?
Whatever.
Don't put .com on the
Just
end
Charlie-
of things all willy-nilly.
Charlie Sheen
Yeah,
Dog.
you'll end up with porn.
Right.
Yeah, it's...
Is it Tumblr?
Yeah, and looking at it too.
The first thing was like Mario Kart 8 related. And then
You guys,
everything
stop
was
looking at it.
Rabbit
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Just don't.
So I think it was the 11th, which was what, Tuesday?
I don't.
It was
pay attention
Tuesday.
to
So
the
Tuesday
time.
of this week, the new Sonic the Hedgehog game came out, Sonic Boom, and
If it could be called a game, it's more of a
made,
marketing vehicle than anything.
it made quite a boom,
Yes, it
as the title implies.
It exploded onto the scene.
It's in a bad way.
Exploded all over the faces of Sonic fans.
Yeah, like,
It's
have you
the
guys-
most disrespectful bukkake in the video game.
Right after the explosion, there was this horrible feeling of shame.
Yeah, it's bad. Like, have you guys heard about it or seen anything about it?
Of Sonic
I have-
Boom?
Yeah.
No.
I
Okay.
saw a little bit of like the Game Grumps gameplay of it.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
got
that's
like
just scratching the surface.
you got like a glimpse of what's
That's
going
before
on.
they really get into how shitty it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't even like gotten into how shitty that game is. They've
I
only-
do enjoy how they're just automatically like, this fucking sucks, and they're barely even paying attention to the game.
Well, they always do that, but like
That's Grumps for sure.
That is
But-
fun.
You have to admit,
They
like,
ignore instructions, and then later they're like, "What the fuck do I do?"
yeah, they
It
really
makes
don't.
their fans
There was actually
so
one
mad.
scene in the second episode where there was a platform with a switch on it.
Yeah.
And the first time Aaron stood on that platform, there wasn't a switch on it. And then he hit another switch, and then that platform flipped over, and there was a switch on
Like
it.
a really long cutscene that
And they
like
just,
scrolls down and shows it flipping over and gives you a message that says
It
hit this
flipped over,
switch.
and they like ran in circles in this area for like 5 minutes trying to figure out what to do, and then they landed on the platform with a switch, and they didn't see the cutscene that the
It's as if they're not even
platform
looking at the
flipped over.
screen while they're playing.
Yeah, that like they didn't see the cutscene where the platform had flipped over, so they thought that the game had glitched and like the switch wasn't there the entire time, and then it just like randomly showed up. but like that aside, it's a pretty bad game. Like,
yeah, I mean, I trust Pro Jared's opinion on just about anything.
it's pretty funny. Pro Jared actually had a preview of it.
Pro Jared has 3 videos that are quite good.
Pretty funny. One of
Concerning
the first one is a preview from E3, and he starts off by like trying to explain what the game has to offer. He's talking about like, oh well, you can do this, and you can do that, and like the entire.
You can tell he's visibly like not having a good time.
Yeah, the entire time.
He's trying to be diplomatic about it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just like dryly describing the gameplay. Like, everybody has special moves, and when you press X, Knuckles punches things, and it's just like he's not saying anything about whether it's good or bad at first. He's sort of ambivalent.
Yeah, and then in the middle of it, he just like, he's like,
In the
he
middle
has
of
the
a
mic in his
sentence.
hand. He's just like, it has this. Okay, it sucks. It's bad. I didn't have any fun with it. Like, it's such a candid moment. Like the first half of it, like Ben says, he's trying so hard to be like.
But you can see it on his face. He's not being
respectful of it
honest.
and,
He's
like,
just talking.
Giving it a fair assessment, and then just like.
He looks like he wants to roll his eyes the entire time.
But yeah.
So yeah, the game's really bad. I guess they don't really know. The game just came out, what, like 3 days ago?
Yeah, it came out on Tuesday.
And someone's managed to exploit glitches in the game to beat it in 51 minutes.
Yeah, the game is supposed to be like 4 to 10 hours long, depending on how slow your Sonic is, and
How slow you Sonic?
How slow you Sonic. You even and there's a glitch in the game where with Knuckles, all the characters have 3 jumps, so you can like jump once and you can jump twice in midair. And Knuckles has a glitch where if you pause the game after you've initiated your 3rd jump, it resets his 3rd jump.
Get a new one.
And you get a 3rd jump again. So you can just like pause over and over again, and you can infinitely jump.
And you get this, so you get this tone of like boing, boing. It's boing. It's like the pause sound effect over and over again, and you just see Knuckles like resetting his jump, and he's just floating higher and higher, and you just go off into the distance to whatever part of the game you want to sequence break, and it's hilarious. So yeah, within 3 days, someone has completely broken the game to beat it in 51 minutes.
Oh no, they broke it in day 1.
Oh, okay.
They did
it the first day.
The 51-minute speedrun was posted like the day of.
There you go.
It's ridiculous. It's really funny
really
too
good
because
job.
you can see where they didn't add any like collision boxes or anything like that. Like there's one section where there are these thorny vines everywhere, and
yeah, once you get high enough, they don't hurt you anymore.
yeah, you can like
just walk
you don't
on.
even stand on them. They're just like textures that don't have any collision detection on them, so you just like flip right through them. They don't do any damage or anything. It's really bad.
Have either of you guys played the like the more recent shitty Sonic games? Like any of them?
Like
No, like probably the last Sonic game I played was Sonic 3.
That's a good.
That's a good
game.
Sonic Heroes, I think.
Sonic Heroes is.
Oh no, I played Sonic Spinball.
Okay,
Sonic Spinball is.
That was okay.
That's a really hard game.
It's super hard. The music's alright.
I played Sonic Heroes and I was sort of excited about it. Did you like it, May?
It was okay. I didn't like the story at all. Or like the way they talked. It just kind of freaked me out. I don't know. Oh wait, no, the last game I played was what is it? Like the Black Knight, Dark Knight, something?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Sonic
Not
the
bad.
Black Knight.
He had a sword in that one.
Yeah, they were trying to like
It
base.
was on the Wii.
They were trying to like make Sonic. Was that the Wii one or was that the DS one?
It came
Yeah,
out
it was
on the Wii, because I
for the
remember
Wii.
seeing it at
Oh yeah. I think
Kings Island.
You're right.
Actually, at a demo.
Yeah, they tried to make these Sonic the Hedgehog games based off of like the Arabian Nights story. So they had Sonic and the Secret Rings, I think it was, and that was one Arabian Night story. And then they had Sonic and the Black Knight, and that was another one. And then they had a third one. I don't remember what it was called.
It was probably bad.
Of
Sonic
course
and
it
the
was.
Bad Games.
Sonic and the Bad Games.
Is the name.
The way that they talk, yeah, that's another good point to bring up about Sonic Boom. The characters never shut the fuck up.
Man.
Like, if you ever watch any gameplay, they just throw out one-liners all willy-nilly, and it seems like they're not even talking to each other.
And the humor is like the most basic, like it's straight out of like a kid's Saturday morning cartoon, but not even like a good one.
Energy.
Not
share.
even because. Hey, what's up? It's
nothing. Totally late. Had to do some grocery shopping. Sorry.
Good job.
energy.
Sorry I harassed you. I just wanted to make it known that
I just
was
made
here.
the noise. I did the.
I
noise.
haven't harassed you yet, so this is me harassing you.
Oh.
Why weren't you here?
Listen. I won't
Fired.
know that harass is one word until I'm like 28. So, guys, just go ahead.
Oh, I get it.
We're talking about Sonic Boom
Do I get
right
it?
now
I do
and
get it.
how fucking awful it is.
Yeah, but
Have you
it's
seen
kind of something
anything
that
on it?
only we know about. It's
Yeah, I know.
Steamrolling the conversation.
We kind of are. So
Yeah, I haven't played it.
we haven't played it either. We've
We've
just seen
just
like a lot
sort
of
of-
footage on it, and I've done a lot of like reading up on it.
I love bad things that are bad. That was another way to describe what I was saying, apparently. But so I'm naturally fascinated with almost all of the Sonic games because ever since Sonic Adventure 1, they've been disappointing in some way or another. There's not
Going
many-
down from what I hear.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, go ahead.
I felt that Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is pretty good.
It's
I like.
playable. We
yeah.
have it, but I bet if you go back and play it again, you'll notice some things that you didn't before. It's not that great, but it's not really as bad as like Sonic 06. It's still you play it and it is sort of glitchy and it's not perfect, but it is fun. And I really like the Chow Garden. Is that how you say
Oh
it?
yeah, I made a really great Chow.
They were way too cute. Gotta nerf the cuteness on Chows.
His name
I
was
spent
Chad.
most of my time in
Oh
the
no, they have two admin status. You can't nerf them. I tried. It's just you can't.
Like, I have Sonic Colors. Have you guys played Sonic Colors for the
I've
Wii?
heard the Sonic Colors is okay.
It's decent. It's.
I have the one where he turns into a werebeast.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Sonic
yeah,
Colors.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Sonic Unleashed.
Mm-hmm.
And now I will say that the daytime segments in that game, they fucking nailed it. It was
Yeah,
really-
the actual Sonic parts,
Yeah, and then it's like.
but that stretchy arm, I'm Gumby bullshit. Not a big fan.
Trying to make it like God of War in a way.
Why is it a beat 'em up, or whatever you would call that?
Just a God of War action game.
Yeah. I met the composer for God of War, Gerard Marino.
Oh yeah, I heard that he's an asshole.
I didn't say it.
I heard it from a lot of other people. You're not the only friend that I know that met him.
He was at Orlando Nerdfest, and he was like hosting the event, and he did not get along with any of the people.
You're just not noticing this.
I didn't. What is this witchcraft?
It's
How does
called Google Effects. Let's keep going.
Oh, wait.
I can't.
That mug.
Thank you. I got this
I
at the.
still have something on the grill. I'll be right back.
May.
So, I haven't played Sonic Unleashed, but I've heard that it's not good.
The Sonic segments are great, but even like the one that everybody shits their pants over, in a good way, because everyone knows shitting their pants can go one way or another, and they shit their pants in a good way over Generations. And honestly, like, first of all, part of the reason it's good is because it's cashing in on all of the aesthetics from older Sonic games, and the level design still is sort of, I call it Team Sonic level design, because it feels like, I don't know, when I played Sonic Colors, even in the first world, like you're having fun, and you immediately, like the third or fourth level, you can beat it, and it's like 20 seconds long. There's a level it takes you 25 seconds to get to the goal. And it's not even like a challenge, it's just like, we didn't feel like making a whole level. And that's like right at the beginning of the game. Now I beat Sonic Colors, and I kept it because I thought it was a good effort. But I give it like a C-. But that's great for a modern Sonic game, honestly. Like
Very good.
they just.
They're not as good as the two. And even
And Sonic Boom, I held out hope for it. You know, were you guys excited about it? Do you guys get excited about new Sonic games? Because I sort of do.
I wasn't excited about it, but I was curious to see like the direction that they were going with it. Because it was going to be like a whole new take on Sonic the Hedgehog.
I liked the redesigns. I thought it was fine with it.
Yeah, that's the one where Knuckles looks pretty much like me, right? Just
Big stocky man.
I saw some stuff when it first started circulating, and I was interested because of the redesigns. You know, they take these characters who have always looked exactly like this, and then they change it up. Hey, you know, whatever. But I didn't follow it, so I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah, I mean, it got everybody's attention, but now it's starting to look like they just did it. They put all their effort into making this new kids cartoon show, this computer animated Sonic Boom, the television series.
I'm against those
It's
things.
CG.
I didn't know that.
And as far as I know, it's CG, because like the game's aesthetic is like exactly the same as the show. And that's my theory here, is that the Sonic Boom game for Wii U was never meant to be a good game, and they know that it's shitty. It's a scam. They did it. It probably was really cheap to make, and they put all of their money, all of the leftover money and their effort into making it similar to the show, because their target audience here is children, and the fact that they didn't send out any review copies, that's always a good sign. And there was like a weird way. There was like some situation where you weren't allowed to review the game right away.
Yeah,
I think they're trying to sell copies to the youngest of children who will tell their parents, "I want this because Sonic the Hedgehog is cool." And I want to quote John Tron. He's the only character who has survived solely based on his design. Because if people were
Because he's spiky and blue.
Sonic the Hedgehog is just a genius design. Like he is. He's got cool red shoes, and he's just hip, and like he looks like a cool guy. He was perfect for the '90s, and it's just lasted. But if we were going off the quality of the games, Sonic should no longer be an IP at all.
Yeah.
I've only ever played one tie-in at all that was any good. And as a matter of fact, it was so fun that I sat down and 100%ed it in one sitting, which actually really wasn't that hard. It was that Captain America game. Came out the same time as the movie.
It's quite a tie-in game.
Is that how you feel about it? What you just did?
No, it was fantastic.
It was great.
I just have
Toss.
no regard for my
That's what I do with everything. I'm like, okay, I'm done playing guitar. Whatever.
I broke it. No big deal.
That's what most rock stars do with their guitars. After they're done playing it, they just smash it and buy another one. No big deal.
Yeah, well, it's not really the rock star mentality. I'm just, I'm punk rock as fuck. I'll admit it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bring down the level here, but I apologize.
The punk rock thing makes me think of the Tim and Eric Totino's commercial.
Have you guys seen that?
It's so weird.
I love it because like advertisers are reaching out to them to reach like people like us who, I don't know, they're trying to get us to buy pizza rolls, basically.
But Tim and
Eric just made this fucking thing. It doesn't make you want to buy pizza rolls at all. They don't advertise it in any way. It's just a weird ass song because it's Tim and Eric. That's what they do. They make weird ass shit. Like,
yeah.
But I love it because it's almost like they're tricking advertisers into coming to them so they can try to reach our target demographic, and then they're just sort of like big middle finger, like, look at this dumbass song we made, but you gave us creative control, you idiots. Totino.
It's pretty funny.
It's like the shit. Never mind.
Oh,
Jump.
Oh, sorry.
The Spoon cartoon.
Oh yeah, I can't remember his
Yeah.
name.
it's the Rejected.
Yes.
cartoons.
That was the first thing I ever ordered on the internet. I ordered the DVD of that, and it had the has everybody seen the Rejected? My spoon is too big.
Yeah, all of his cartoons are fucking great.
Yeah. Dan Hurwitz, I think is his name.
Something like that.
Sorry if I got that wrong, Dan. I'm sure.
Oh, Hertzfeld.
Hertzfeld,
Yeah,
thank you.
Hertzfeld.
Don Hertzfeld.
Yes.
Yeah, he did an opening for The Simpsons recently. He did a couch
Yes.
gag. It was really fucking weird.
That was actually the My Spoon is Too Big was forever and ever the daily message in our link shell in Final Fantasy XI from my group of friends. That was it for years, like 2010 to I think probably if you got on the link shell, it's probably still there because no one plays anymore.
For the love of God and all that is holy, my anus is bleeding.
They're pretty good videos.
I'm a consumer whore. And how? Yeah, it's classic. Anyway, I ordered the DVD and text spiraling out from the outside all the way, like tiny text spiraling all the way around into the inside, and it just says the most random asinine shit. But
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I was really proud to own it on DVD, but it was back when I was a teenager, and I lost everything that was important about my possessions. Oops.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Clearly.
Like all this shit. All this shit is in the last 5 years, and I take really good care of it. It's just my bed's back there. So
he's gonna go get a game off of his shelf, and he's like, "So this is my favorite game of all time."
I don't have Silent Hill 2 anymore. I don't have PS2, so.
By the way, I just want to say, this is really cool. I'm glad that this is a thing and that we're doing it. I'm looking forward to doing more of these and coming up with cool topics.
Yeah.
We can actually, like, maybe do research before. I mean, we totally do research.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean,
Last time we totally weren't just rapid firing shit off and linking it in the description afterwards.
In fact, when we said we were doing that, we were lying.
Yeah, I'm master manipulator. I planned it.
Master manipulator.
I just saw the harassment you were referring to, by the way. I didn't see it earlier. I didn't check all my Facebook messages, and then I see energy. What the fuck?
Who did the helmet?
I did. I made it happen. There are like two other things that are supposed to be happening right now. It's like magnetically drawn.
This is gonna be the rest of the podcast. It's just me moving my head.
But
we should make a SoundCloud and release the audio versions.
that hair is like, I don't want to deal with Ben anymore.
Oh yeah, now it's on my face.
Ben kept moving around, so I'm gonna pop on Jem.
Jim's wearing too many hats. Fuck this noise.
Can we trade it off?
Can we trade it off? Come on.
No.
It goes to it like...
It wanted to, and then it was like, nope.
Here, maybe if I get closer, it'll...
Welcome to the Insert Coin Circle Jerk. So we should talk about, since Sonic Boom's really bad, and we've established that, and don't buy it because you're supporting people who are just soullessly cashing in on a beloved franchise.
Yay, pandering!
Yeah, it's exactly.
Speaking of cashing in on a beloved franchise, they're making Toy Story 4.
Yeah, I heard about that.
It'll probably be good.
I don't think Pixar even exists anymore, though, so I think it's probably just like Disney Studios or something.
Listen, Disney doesn't really make bad movies, so I'm not worried about it. If
Disney's that's true.
Like,
they made Planes.
About Star Wars.
Planes? That's a movie?
Yeah, Planes.
Yeah.
They made Planes.
Oh yeah,
2.
after Cars.
I mean, but I bet none of us have seen them because we assume they suck. But I bet if you watch those movies, it would probably be at least somewhat charming.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, you're
It's
probably
Disney.
right.
It's high quality.
Charmed is not a good movie to make, though.
Well, sure, but it's also a kids movie for kids who are like, oh my god, I love cars and planes. So like, whatever. But when Star Wars is handed over to Disney, I'm like, what are you worried about?
I was just like, holy crap! They have done brilliant things with their own IPs and other people's IPs.
Yeah.
Yes, because George Lucas can't run it any further into the ground.
Like, yeah, I'm
If I hear
super
one
excited.
more thing about midichlorians, I swear to God, I'm going to turn 14 again and beat someone to death.
Sounds like you have some things to work through. Time traveling, violence.
Anger management. Yeah. No, you know, whatever.
Hey, man.
I'm super hyped about the new Star Wars movies. I'm already making plans to go see it on opening night.
Oh God.
Speaking of movies coming out, I'm gonna go see the new Hobbit on opening night with my grandmother. We go see the movies together, and then I'm gonna go with my boys down to Dallas to see it in IMAX because why not?
With my boys, that's
I
actually.
do too. I do too, except not with my grandma.
That's a thing. I've been friends with the same group of guys for 17 years. So
That's a long relationship there.
Just your grandma.
When are you guys gonna tie the knot?
Yeah. Well, we did a couple of times, and then we undid it, and then we did it again, and it's really wishy-washy.
It's very hard to tie knots when you're not a Boy Scout. And they didn't learn that shit.
I hate you.
Can you do me a favor, Ben? Can you give him a high five from me, please?
No.
Why?
I will not pass that along.
Self high five, Jim. Just
He doesn't
like
deserve.
that.
Yeah,
He
that's
deserves
called clapping. We already have a word for that. It's called clapping.
No, that's one. That's getting your dog's attention.
Power yourself. But we were gonna just.
Don't ever say those words to me again.
I hate you so very much.
Anyways,
I was gonna. Do you have?
I think we were gonna start talking about Sonic.
I wanted to do one more.
Games.
I wanted to do one more Sonic Boom thing really quick, and this is probably the worst part.
Jake
of it.
is really happy about how shitty this
I am
game is.
really happy about how shitty this game is. It's really bad. But no, I was gonna talk about the microtransactions that they added.
Oh yeah.
What?
What? No!
Why
only
would
two
what
useful-
purpose do?
So check this out. So throughout the game, you gain experience points and stuff like that, and you can level up certain abilities for all your characters. And all of them suck. None of them make any sense except for one.
Get this thing off of me.
No, it's stuck there. It's a dragon helmet. You've been cursed with the dragon curse.
It jumped and then it jumped back.
Oh, now I've been cursed. Shit. This is like playing Gauntlet Legends all over again.
Yeah, if you cover your face up, it can't see you, so it goes to the next best face.
Green gem is Algits.
I mean, my face is obviously the best face.
I mean, yeah, well, it's on you like most of the time, so.
You don't have good facial hair.
Love me.
Anyways, so they have this. The way that rings work in Sonic Boom is that instead of collecting as many as you can, and then if you get hit, you lose all of them. It counts as an HP bar, and your max HP is 100. So whenever you get hit, you drop a small amount of rings, and your HP goes down, stuff like that. You collect rings.
And there's rings fucking everywhere.
There's
This
rings
game's
everywhere.
way too easy.
There's rings everywhere. But anyways, your max count for rings is 100. And you can upgrade this. It's one of the abilities that you can upgrade in the game using experience points. However, the only way that you can actually unlock the ability to increase your maximum ring count is if you connect the 3DS version of Sonic Boom with the Wii U version of Sonic Boom.
So that's an additional $40.
So you have to buy both games so that you can
And it's the only
upgrade
useful
your
thing.
maximum health that doesn't even matter because the game has too many rings to begin with.
And then, according to ProJared, there's actually just a regular-ass paywall in there. There's one of the only other useful upgrades in the game requires you to just pay money. Fuck you guys. Seriously? Dude, awful. It's awful.
Yeah, that's a shitty way to design your game.
Yeah, it's a good way to make a bunch of free money on dumb kids and their dumb parents.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna make a game like that, put it where it belongs, on Facebook.
Nice.
If you're gonna make a game like that, put it where it belongs.
I only feel good about
Garbage.
about microtransactions in places I don't know if any of y'all have ever played Lord of the Rings Online. But they do microtransactions brilliantly because you earn by doing deeds, which you're limited the number of deeds you can do a day, but whatever. By doing the deeds, you earn turbine points, which is what you would buy to get shit out of the store anyway. So you can earn everything without ever paying $1.
Oh, see, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's really well done. And honestly,
I mean, you
it
can still
encourages
argue
you
that
to spend.
they should have just left him out. How much money do you need?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean it's free to play completely. So.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I retract my judgment.
Isn't that essentially what Warframe does too? Only worse.
Yeah, Warframe does it too. It's just that the reason people tend to buy things in Warframe is because the craft times are so ridiculously high. When I quit playing Warframe, I had like a 5-day craft going on. It was just retarded high, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to use this thing until Friday. No, I'm done.
Yeah, it's like the same with Clash of Clans too.
At that point, you're just like, is this a video game or is this a waste of my life?
Is it a game or a cash cow?
Where do you
I
draw
can't really
the
say
line
anything.
between
I'm playing
video
WoW.
game and just
Did you get your new WoW expansion?
Yeah, no, I pre-purchased it way back in March, so I already had it. All I had to do was pay for some game time. I'm already level 97.
Is this one
Jeez.
about teddy
Yeah,
bears?
bro. I'm not a MMO gamer, so I have to make fun of it because I'm insecure.
No, it's okay.
I've never
Okay.
played an MMO. I mean, I tried to play ESO, Elder Scrolls
Yeah,
Online.
that was not good.
It was just poorly done. Just poorly executed overall.
They're doing that pandering thing where they try to cast a really wide net, and I think they didn't catch anybody with it.
They're like, here's this net. Oh, the shrimp are over here.
Oh, shit.
Okay, we're gonna fish with this net. Dude, we're on a mountain.
Let's throw this net into space.
Butterfly. What the fuck? But
You
what is
brought-
this Pokemon? Butterfly. That's multiple butterfly.
You brought a fishing pole to catch a grizzly bear.
So I don't know if you put a stake on the end of that fishing pole, you're probably gonna lose your fishing pole, but you'll find a grizzly bear, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you'll probably die too.
You'll find God on that day. So I was gonna see we could go through everybody's personal histories with Sonic games because there's so many Sonic games, and a lot. I think where did we start with Sonic? Each of the individual members of the Insert Coin posse.
I didn't have a Sega as a kid, but I had friends who did. I started with Sonic 2, but the one I really dug into, the first one I owned was Sonic CD.
That's a good one.
This seems
Yes,
to
I really loved it. I really, really loved it. Especially the stages where you're collecting the emeralds. The isometric, just 3D-ish thing going on. It was really cool. I enjoyed it a lot. And then I played the adventure battle ones. I was like, a 3D Sonic game. This is going to be absolute shit. Oh my god, this is so fun.
Take this stupid fucking thing off of my head.
You're so angry.
I fucking hate
Give
it.
him a different thing.
Hey, I didn't pick it.
I
Google
worked
picked
hard to get this hair looking beautiful for this podcast.
Give him a mustache or something.
It. You know what?
Yeah,
Fine.
mustache, fine. That's fine.
I tried to give you a
Just
mustache,
don't
and it didn't
fuck
work.
with my hair, man.
Okay.
Hair man. He's a little known Mega Man boss. Hair man.
Hey, man.
That is perfect. Much better. I fucking hate you.
That still covers up most of his hair.
What about you, Alchemist? What's your first Sonic game?
Oh, wow. Okay, so I also didn't have a Sega until, high school when Jake sold me his. But I had neighbors who had Segas. And I thought that Sonic was the best game ever because instead of just being a side-scroller, you could go, on Sonic 2 in the half-pipe level.
Oh, yeah.
Where you were behind the characters and they were going straight.
Oh, right. Yeah, the bonus
Yeah.
level.
Yeah, the bonus levels.
It was 3D.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mind-blowing when you
Blast
were a kid.
processing.
Yeah, and I was like, Mom, we need to get a Sega because it's three-dimensional and it's ridiculous. And she was like, no, you're dumb.
So angry.
No games for you. Play your Nintendo. And I'm like, I suck at Duck Hunt, Mom. Give me Sonic. And she's like, nope. Nope.
Suck at Duck Hunt. You
And then
just
you got a
stand in front of the
Super
screen
Nintendo.
and...
I was 4.
Oh, well, being 4 will make anything rough. really.
Yeah.
So
I was a little bit
what
older than
Sonic
4. I was
game
like
you own?
6, but I think Sonic 2 is probably my favorite. And then probably about high school age, I went out and got the PC version of Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and it was impossible to play.
Oh, I didn't even... I forgot that those were a thing.
Wait, I
Yeah.
thought that the thing that you had was Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles, and then Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I thought that was the disc thing that you had.
I don't know, maybe.
Let me borrow it a while back.
I don't think you ever gave it back.
I don't think I ever gave it back.
Podcast featuring Fuzzy Memory.
Featuring Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Jake never gave my Sonic games back!
No, me and Malaria are cousins. We've been cousins since the day I was born.
Yep, but not before
dangerous
then.
Cousins.
But not before
not,
then.
Not anything like that. For sure.
Are you trying to imply something?
No.
That's disgusting.
Let's just
No, he's not trying to imply something. He's very successfully implying it. There's no attempt. It was implied.
Okay, it's Tree's turn.
Oh,
Tree.
okay. My first Sonic game was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. and Sonic and Knuckles for the Genesis. And
Both
I felt so bad for my brother because, like, my brother was one of those kids where he felt that Sonic was super cool because he had the super rad shoes and the blue, like, spiky hair. And so, like, our family has, or, like, my parents have bought my brother pretty much every single Sonic game after that up until about 2 years ago. So like we own like the Sonic what is it? I don't know what it is. I can't remember. But he has like all of the games, and I felt when I was a little kid, I always thought that Tails was a girl until I found out that Tails' name was Miles, and then my mind was blown. So that's my story, I guess, with
That's fair.
all Sonic games. I have a lot of them.
He's kind of a
My
bitch.
mind was blown when I found out his name was Miles too. I was like, what the what? What?
Yeah, he's
But
Miles.
I knew it was a guy, but I was like, what? His name is Tails. Why do they keep calling him Miles? What the
It's
hell?
just his nickname. I want to know who came up with the name. It's like, okay, he's a fox with multiple tails that spin around. He can fly. Miles per hour. Perfect.
Perfect.
Nailed it. Like, what?
Because it's miles per hour.
Pen.
Oh, miles per hour. Oh my God, you just blew my fucking mind.
We discover things every day.
Learning with Insert Coin Theater.
It's like learning what
Welcome to
breakfast is.
kindergarten, bitches.
Yeah, I just got to the party. Miles per hour. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
I never caught that either.
That's so fucking cool.
Actually really clever.
That is a really clever pun. I take back everything I said about Sonic 2. Actually, I don't. I fucking hate that game.
I love Sonic 2 and Sonic 3.
It's a really great way to make enemies at a convention. Just walk up to people and be like, I think Sonic 2 sucks. They'll, like, punch you, basically. It's a great way to start a fight.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
Just start a brawl. Just go into a crowd of people, Sonic 2 is the worst in the series! And they're just fucking...
I think you could do that with any game, though.
Yeah.
I used to
No,
watch
you
the
wanna
Sonic
start a real
cartoons.
fight. You want to start a real
Or
fight?
school.
Walk in anywhere where anyone plays video games and say Chrono Trigger is terrible. People are going to bust out their gats. You're going to die.
Final Fantasy VI was the worst one! Like a death wish.
That's
Sephiroth
tough.
is
I
the
think
best Final
VII
Fantasy
has the
villain.
more irrational nostalgia goggles about it, though.
7 is a thing.
7 is press X to win.
7 is.
I'm just kidding. I've never played it. Don't
7
listen to
is
me.
a
I'm
lot
so
like-
full of shit.
7 is
There's a
lot
little bit of
operative
strategy in
and
7. They're all the same, though.
Materia builds strategy more than anything.
Yeah.
Not like Ocarina of Time in that it had amazing graphics at the time.
At the time.
It did not age well at all.
Insert Coin Theater.
Man, I love that game. That's my favorite game of all time.
Nobody will know what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we'll think it. I'm
We
my
thought
own
of
original
that.
character, Brigo Raptor.
Shut up.
I'm not Sonic. I'm my own original
Oh,
character,
man.
Blonic. That is a classic.
That is a really funny video.
Okay, so it's my turn.
It's your turn now.
I never had a Sega as a kid, and I didn't have any friends with Sega. All my friends were Nintendo heads, or I just kind of didn't have friends really. So that's cool. But my great aunt and uncle who lived in Texas, they had a Sega Genesis, and I actually spent most of my time playing The Lion King. But I know they had Sonic the Hedgehog 1, but I was first introduced to. You guys remember Pizza King? How they had Sega Genesis hooked up, and you would pay $0.25 to play it for like 5 or 6 minutes, and how the fucking controllers were like glued to the table.
Yeah,
It
we're
was
talking about
so
the one in Avon actually.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm talking about they were all over. I didn't live
The
here.
one in Avon was the only one that I knew about.
Well,
That's the only.
that's
There
because
was one in
that's
Avon,
where
and then there's one in Greenwood.
Is there one in Greenwood?
Hey guys.
There was,
PCs
there's
all
not
over the
anymore.
Midwest. And they all had the same game in the same. So yeah, I played this like in probably Lafayette, and
I'm glad that you called it Lafayette.
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 Yeah.
Yes, and I gotta get going soon. That's sad.
Womp womp. Finish your story.
So yeah, I experienced Sonic 1 very briefly in little doses, but I never had a Sega Genesis, and I never really played Sonic or Sega growing up. But actually, my friend Halsey, you guys know him from OC Remix fame, he let me borrow his iPod Touch, and it had an emulator with Sonic the Hedgehog 1. on it. And I actually played that game for the first time on a touch screen, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and I fucking fell in love with it. Like, playing it as an adult without any bias, Sonic 1 blew me away. It's so fun. It's like, I like to compare it to the original Super Mario Brothers, because it has that same sort of really deliberate classic game feel. I feel like you can feel the passion, because they were worried. They were trying to compete with Mario, and they didn't know if it was going to work or not, so they made the game really good. There's just passion there. And it's not all fast running. There's a lot of platforming segments and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went on to play Sonic 2 and 3 on my live stream, and I hated them. Oh my god, they were just like pulling teeth for me. Something about the level design, it just doesn't strike me as fun. Sonic and Knuckles, I will say, up to the ante, which is weird because I didn't like Sonic 3, but it's supposed to be the same game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they had like 2 different teams or something.
Well, it's just because like Sonic and Knuckles is like the harder second half of the game.
It takes more risks in its design as well. But whatever. So yeah, for me, Sonic 1 was the first one, but I didn't play it until I was like 20. So. Yeah. And you go.
So I did have a Sega Genesis as a child. It was the third console I ever owned after the Nintendo, which was after the Atari 2600. I'm a dinosaur. So Sonic 2 was the first game that I got for my Sega Genesis, and I really liked it. And I still do today. I actually didn't play Sonic 1 until around the time that I actually sold my Genesis to Mallory and used that money to buy a Super Nintendo, but I played Sonic and Knuckles after Sonic 2, and I fucking love Sonic and Knuckles. It's one of my favorite games of all time. If anybody's ever seen my live stream, like, they know I love Sonic and Knuckles.
You do.
It's so fun.
You have the world record, negative 12 seconds.
There's a really funny story about that. It was actually like the first time I met Phonetic Hero and Zarnax.
Cool guys?
Cool guys.
Give Zarnax a follow.
Zarnax is actually one of the members of Insert Coin as well. But anyways, I digress.
Don't follow any of these people that are in the podcast. Just Zarnax.
He's the only one that's worth your time. But yeah, and then I borrowed the CD-ROM, as they were once called, from Malaria, and played Sonic 3 and Knuckles for the first time on that. And I did like some of the levels in Sonic 3. I didn't think it was as memorable as Sonic and Knuckles. But yeah, and that was my Sonic history. I never played Sonic Adventure. Never played.
I played the shit out of Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on my GameCube. I played that all the time. And then that's why I was so excited for Sonic Heroes. And Sonic Heroes was like pretty fucking glitchy and like sort of half-assed.
Yeah, it's weird to see that like the mentality of Sonic has always been like it gets faster and faster with each game. Like Sonic 1, he doesn't run that fast. Sonic 2, he runs a little bit faster. Sonic and Knuckles, he doesn't run fast. And then like all the 3D Sonics, he's just way too fast. He's uncontrollable.
Way too faced.
Way too faced. And then
Gotta go fast.
And so instead of like making the games about platforming and fun and stuff like that, they were just like, he's the fastest thing in the universe. And so they tried to make the games more about the speed than the actual fun platforming sections. It was like, in the original ones, the fast sections were kind of a reward because you solved a really challenging platforming section. And then like all the other ones, it's just like it's all about speed. And then like the platforming sections are meant to slow it down.
What I see with Sonic is Sonic 1 it has a few glitches. It's not perfect, but the level design is really tight and really deliberate. Everything you do, like Marble Zone is a great example of like everything you do has to be calculated. And it's just like you feel like you're progressing through the level with your own skills. And then Sonic 2 was more about, for me, it was more about going fast. They were amping up the advertising point that he's the fastest thing on two legs. And the level design gets more convoluted and worse as a result, in my opinion. And I think that's the problem with Sonic more than anything else, is the actual design of the levels has just been consistently going downhill. Mm-hmm. It's not... I don't know, it's not even the basic gameplay mechanics necessarily, it's the design of the levels. Obviously, there's Sonic 06, which is just a fucking shitstorm of awfulness. but in general, like there's just like we were saying before, like Sonic Colors. I felt like half of the levels in that game were just completely uninspired. Oh, we haven't even talked about Sonic Rush. That's a great series. Anybody
Those are
played
good
Sonic
ones. Or
Rush?
Sonic Advance.
I haven't actually. I
Sonic-
haven't even heard of it. Oh, my dog. She's gonna
Yeah,
die.
I have it for the DS.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Sonic Rush a lot. Really fun.
So I have to head out soon, but I would like to know people's favorite Sonic game.
Well, I've already established mine.
Sonic Boom.
I like Sonic Boom the most because I can bitch the most about it.
I like Sonic Boom the most because it has the best graphics.
I like
Signed
Sonic
a
Boom the most
10-year-old.
because it says boom.
Oh man.
Oh God, when you play
Emerald? Oh,
When
that's
you
bad.
play
Never
co-op
mind.
in Sonic Boom, the graphics
Yes.
degrade.
Sonic Boom, a bunch of people are like, people are just hating on it because it's supposed to be co-op. So you can play co-op. One person's on the gamepad and one person's on the screen. As soon as the other player jumps into the game, all of the lighting effects, literally all of the shadows, just disappear. All of the textures get a downgrade.
That is like they
The
shouldn't have
frame
even
rate
released
drop.
the game.
It wasn't finished.
It's not finished. Yeah, it's
But
like
it was never meant to be. That's the thing. It's just meant to sell copies. It's just like a shitty pandering movie. It's all about the opening weekend. They don't actually care about making something that's good. It
Is
doesn't-
Sonic Boom the food fight of Sonic games?
it's
It's shaping up to be that way. It's like a scam to jip little kids' parents out of their money. I
Yeah.
swear it, because it's tied in with a kids show, and the show is actually pretty high quality. That's what people have said.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's interesting.
Should be a website
It's
called charliesheensonic.com, and they just play the game.
Charlie Sheen Sonic.
Charlie Sheen.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Charlie the Sheen Hog.
The game wasn't even developed by by Sega Team.
Yeah, it was a big red button.
Yep, it was a bunch of ex-Naughty Dog.
I think they got fired
People.
because they make shitty games.
Yeah, emphasis on ex
But
Naughty
hey,
Dog
wh-
employees.
I'm sure they're watching right now and getting really offended.
They
But yeah,
should be. You made a
favorite-
really bad game.
favorite Sonic game of all time. Also, mine is definitely Sonic the Hedgehog 1. I could sit down and beat that game any day. It never gets old for me. Sonic 1 all the way.
Somebody else go. I've already established mine.
Yeah, he likes Sonic and Knuckles. He would
I was really hoping
stick
you
it
were
up
gonna
his
say
butt
Sonic Boom.
if he could.
I have.
Gross.
That was what the expansion port was for, right?
Yeah, you get Jim Falking and Knuckles.
I bought that off of you. Ugh.
Knuckles in my butt.
Okay, okay.
Buckles.
You guys go.
Sonic Adventure. Definitely.
Really?
Yes.
I have to play through that one.
I really want it on Dreamcast. Oh wait, I have a CDR and the internet. I can do that. Cool.
Thanks.
My favorite's 2 because I played it the most, and I was a child.
Yeah, favorite doesn't necessarily mean best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's all my opinion.
I'm gonna say Sonic Adventure 2 Battle because I spent so much time making the perfect Chow.
Oh my god, that Chow Garden though. I am.
Yeah,
God. So many memories.
my Chow is like a god.
Yeah, yeah, and you would go through the levels and specifically pick up the certain colors that you wanted to
Mhm.
like the power-ups. Oh my god, it's all coming back to me. This shit was crazy.
Wave of nostalgia has hit Benjamin Briggs.
But yeah,
Minus
so
50 HP points.
the only other thing we were planning on talking about was the origin of Insert Coin Theater, since both of the founders are here.
Oh yeah.
This is
But you're
the
leaving.
only time. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
only time that the two founders will be sitting in the same room on the podcast. I'm going to Florida.
Oh shit, we should probably get the story in like now then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Do it.
since we're sitting here together.
Okay, so
Short version.
short
It doesn't have to be that short.
TLDR. So when I first started streaming, I didn't want to just do like I'm sitting in my room playing video games. Like I wanted to try and make a show out of it. I was really ambitious with it.
Yeah, and I had been streaming.
Yeah, he's actually the one that got me into it. And
I had been streaming regularly, usually just playing. Like after I had my layout set up.
Yes, it was when you were
Okay,
making the
this-
one with like the Space Ghost.
The
and
I had the
Donkey
Space
Kong
Ghost
cabinet.
TV for my webcam coming down from the top, and I had the Donkey Kong arcade cabinet from the Super Game Boy, and Kevin's awesome space background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, that layout.
Yeah.
So nostalgic.
So so I decided that I was gonna try and make like a show out of it, instead of just being like I'm this one guy that's playing games. So I came up with the idea of Insert Coin Theater, and when I first had my stream layout, it was like I took. Everybody here has played a Game Boy game on the Game Boy, or the Super Game Boy, right? And how it has like the backdrops or the borders.
Yeah.
One of them is like a movie theater, so like I took a screenshot of that, and I used that as the border, and I would have the gameplay like in between the curtains, so it looked like there were people in the audience watching a movie. It was
cute.
It was cute.
Yeah, it was really cute.
And then, that went on for a couple months, and then finally I was like, I kind of want to like do more with this, and so I went up to Ben and I was like, hey, you want to like try and make a Twitch team? Because I wanted to like.
That was the original goal, was to get partners so we could have a team.
Yeah. Because if you go to like Speedruns Live or.
Now I think it's more just about helping our friends, because we all share this common interest in wanting to stream and build our own little communities, and we can share that. We can share those communities with each other if we promote in the same outlets. Mm-hmm. So. But yeah, you came to me and sort of wanted to make a thing out of it, but you were unsure. You couldn't decide if it was worth your time or not. And of course, me being Ben Briggs, I'm like, fuck it, dude, just do it. You got nothing to lose. So that's kind of how Insert Coin Theater started.
That's another T-shirt. Fuck it, you got nothing to lose.
I like that.
Yeah, it was funny because like when we first started talking about it, it was actually on one of your streams. Did you just fart?
I was gonna fart, but I decided not to because I would have pooped myself.
You're gonna shart.
You know how that is. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
I was hoping to get like a good audible fart on the podcast, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good audible shart.
I've burped a lot.
Smell it too. But yeah, I think the first time that I actually talked to you about it was on your live stream once. God damn it,
it's
Ben.
not gonna happen.
And Mega Flare and Jake Snake were in the chat when we were talking about it, and they asked to be on it. So Mega Flare, and little known fact, Jake Snake is actually on Insert Coin Theater.
Yeah, he's
a member. Yeah, he was like one of the first members that we added. He just doesn't stream.
He's not on the list.
I took him off.
It's because he doesn't stream.
Because he doesn't do anything.
he got fired from his non-paying volunteer job on Insert Coin Theater.
Is he in the chat?
Yeah, Jake Snake always stops by.
Yeah, I mean,
he just doesn't.
Recently he's been busy.
Yeah,
is he in our Facebook chat?
No, because he's not really part of it.
Like, really
he is, but he isn't?
He was.
I'm frustrated, sorry.
Allow me to rephrase. Jake Snake was one of the first members that we added, but because he doesn't stream or anything, we just kind of took him off.
We booted him.
Oh, okay.
But he's still a really good guy.
Yes, he is. No harm, no foul. So yeah, Mega Flare was one of the first members that we added, and then after Mega Flare, it was...
Shit got out of hand.
It got really out of hand. It was like a point where it's just like, I don't want to say no to these people, and I'm glad that I didn't, because everybody on it fun and cool, and I'm glad that they're all on it.
I don't know if this should be like a private discussion, but I still feel like this more the merrier mentality, but we can't have everybody be an actual member of the team, because first of all, the Facebook chat will just be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's already ridiculous.
Yes, exactly. We've got a lot of members. We have enough members.
We have like 14.
Yeah, so maybe we could get one more to make it a nice round 15. But here's what I've been thinking is like maybe sort of insertcointheater.com, and we could all pitch in and like have like a message board, a forum where you just have, it's basically like a couple, there's like an unmoderated forum where we can all just dick around and have a good time, and then maybe like a general discussion for just talking about games or the things you want to stream, whatever, and then having an actual like separate forum for your stream. Even if you're not a member, if you're a member of the forums, then it's like post your stream here, and you have a thread for your stream, and you can bump it whenever you go live, so it'll bring it to the top. And anybody who wants to see Insert Coin, members of Insert Coin Theater, or like just people
affiliated with us.
Exactly, affiliated with us, people who enjoy it and also stream, you can just go there and basically just see whoever's live by whatever's been posted recently. Because I feel like that would be we need a central location other than just a Facebook page to share each other's fan bases a little bit more easily. Without having to constantly shout each other out and send people the links. There should be a way for us to congregate as a community and then grow all of our fan bases together that way. So I don't know. That's sort of my vision for the future of Insert Coin, was like coming up with a way to have a centralized online location where people can hang out and talk.
Yeah.
And promote each other, and not necessarily have to add everybody as an official member because we already have 14 of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of shared fan bases, the crossover between most of us is just absolutely ridiculous. These guys are great. People that follow us, support us. I mean, you got the best mod ever. You got Ego Mouse, who's just pro level, ridiculous. He's always everywhere. He's always everywhere.
Watching Twitch, you know?
Yeah.
And especially people who watch casual streamers, they're always looking for somebody to hang out with on Twitch.
Yep.
So when somebody else stops streaming, they're going to find whoever else. And if there's a recommendation, all the better.
Yeah, when it gets streams get too big, it's ridiculous. But I've had up to 73, I think was the max I ever got people in my stream at one time. It was still manageable. It was Monster Hunter at 4 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. Yeah, there was absolutely no way that I should have had that many people, and then everyone just flooded in.
Had you been playing it for a long time?
No, I'd been playing Monster Hunter. I think we'd been playing for about an hour and a half.
Oh wow!
Me and one of my buddies just playing around online. We started at like 2:30 in the morning. He came home from work, sick. We'll play Monster Hunter.
We hope that his employer is not watching this video.
Yeah.
To this podcast, rather.
Suck it! Wow, that is really punk rock. You throw games. Your room is just a mess, and you got middle fingers.
Oh yeah, that's because I just
couldn't make fun of you. Are you moving or something, man?
No, I moved back not long ago. I have to unpack my books. That's what those boxes are. They're all books.
Oh, did you recently move?
Yeah, I moved to Dallas, and that didn't work out because the job I was promised, they were like, hey, you didn't make eye contact with someone while they were talking to you. We know you were digging through a folder to get paperwork we asked you to give to us, but you didn't make eye contact with us, so we're not going to give you this job. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going back to Oklahoma.
That's a douche maneuver.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to work for them.
That's awful. Yeah.
But yeah, the crossover between our fan bases is great. I love the people that follow us. They're so super supportive, really chill dudes.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, totally.
I can start a stream up and there's always jokes, like immediately. Ildaris is always there with fucking jokes. He's got jokes, and if you're having a bad day and you're on the Insert Coin team, just fucking start up your stream. I guarantee they'll cheer you up. Shout out to all of our fucking fans, the people that watch our live streams, and the people who started streaming because of us. It's just so fucking cool. Like, I absolutely love it. And it warms my heart. I can't say thank you enough to, because they've donated money, they've donated games, they've donated graphics cards to me, capture cards. Like, it's insane. Mm-hmm. They're just so willing to help out, and it's just because they find us funny or entertaining or whatever. Like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah. I've had a few games donated to me. Like, I just had a couple things on my wish list, and they've dropped them. And then one day they were doing a Teamwork Tuesday, and they were like, Guns of Icarus. And I was like, man, I'd love to play that game. But I'm like a month and a half behind on bills, so that ain't happening. Sorry, guys. And
then it just happened.
Alex the Lion. It was Alex the Lion 06. He sold one of the gun skins he had for CS:GO and gave me Guns of Icarus Online.
Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
like, hang on 5 minutes, dude. And then I had...
It was the same thing with cosplaying for me too, because like cosplaying can be really expensive for fabrics and just random things, and I was like, man, I really want to go to this con, but I don't know what I'm gonna wear, and so like people are just like, oh, well here's money to buy or to make costumes, which turned out fantastic, minus the exception of my Mega Man, which will be coming out soon, but
coming soon to exotreehugger.com.
Yeah. People are great.
Yeah.
Just it makes you never want to quit. Mm-hmm. I may not stream very often, but I'm never going to stop streaming altogether because I don't know, that's the only way to give back. It's like that's the reason that they're giving to us is because they get something out of our streams.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. Twitch is just such a cool place to build a community, but I have to get going. So you guys can continue.
Ben, take care.
I've been acting
See you
as
later.
a weird interview director for some reason, but I have to get out of here.
Okay.
Have a safe
It
trip
was
to
fun.
Florida.
Yeah,
Thank
be safe,
you.
man.
Yeah, if I don't talk to you again, I will be doing that.
Yeah, have a safe trip to Florida.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a really long drive. I just want to talk about it. All right.
It's not that bad. I've driven
it's
there.
Not that bad.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to stop and take a nap at some skeezy rest stop.
Just look for rest stops with lots of trucks at them. Those are the safest ones on the road.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Absolutely sure. Where truckers will stop to sleep is the place you're not going to get mugged.
Ah.
Yeah,
That's good.
when truckers will pull over to sleep, you know it's a pretty safe place.
As long
They're
as I
usually the
don't
most well lit
stop in
too.
Georgia,
Yep.
I'll be fine. Hey, Georgia. Fuck you.
Dude, yeah, really. You know what though? You know what's in Georgia?
Jacksonville, Florida, you can fucking suck it too. And Miami, get out of here. God damn. Sorry, I interrupted you with hate.
Yeah. You know what is in Georgia? Every street named Peachtree.
All of them. And there's so many places in Florida that have winter in the name. I think they're obsessed with it because they don't really get to have it.
They're like, our winters are so sunny and warm. Fuck you, Indiana,
So
and everywhere
cold. It's
else.
hoodie weather. Like the coldest it gets down there is like 50. I mean, sometimes it'll get into the 30s, but there's no.
Do you
such
guys
thing.
already have snow in Indiana?
Yes.
Sorta, yeah. We had a little snow.
We've had some flurries here and there.
Oh gosh.
We get hit by a hell of a north wind, and it's not really bad. It's just really the wind's cold. There are no windbreaks out here, though. I live like on the Great Plains, so it's just flat, and the wind's like, hey, I'm blowing nice and like 15 miles an hour. Never mind 60. What's up? So you're just like,
I have to go. Goodbye.
goodbye.
Thank you for joining me on benbriggs.com. Everything's about me. Ben at benbriggsisaawesome.net.
That is benbutts.com. Benbutts.com.
Banned.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, that was cool though.
Scrub.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to do this.
Alright, well,
next
now that
week.
Ben can't hear you guys, let's talk shit
Dick
about
punch him. Dick punch him.
God damn, Bringus.
Somebody dick punch you. They said dick punch him, but you didn't hear that because you didn't
That
have
shit
headphones on.
is rude.
I don't know where your phone is.
Okay, bye everybody.
Say bye to Ben.
Goodbye.
Bye, Ben.
Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever. Like I said. Okay.
Dick gets the middle of the screen real estate.
Yes.
Great.
I get all of the screen now.
Yay.
And you know what that means? That means
Time for a puppet show?
back out.
Dragon head.
It's gonna be really hard for that to function when I have a Metroid on my head as well. It's actually no, it's not. I was gonna say it's working pretty well, but it turns out that it's actually not working out very well at all.
No, that one's like the worst one.
All of them are bad. Remember
That
the
one's
time
the
I tried to
worst,
put
though.
sunglasses on? Sunglasses
Yeah.
don't even register on my face. In fact, I'm gonna try again and see what happens, and it's just not.
Tree huggers got it.
Well,
Yeah.
Treyarch's not wearing glasses. Like, look at this. I have sunglasses initiated, and they're just like, if I take these off, I can't see if they've come on or not.
No, they haven't.
No.
No. Oh god, everybody's
Well,
on gym without
I
his
had
glasses
glasses on glasses, and it was still registering, so I don't know. I want to try this again.
So, other things to talk about. MagFest?
Oh, MagFest.
I'm going to do my best to be there if I can figure out lodging and travel. I think it's if I can get a flight under $400, I'm gonna do it.
Yep, you should look up flights soon.
$299 is what they're at right now, as of Wednesday.
Mm.
So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get it, and I got a message from my ex telling me that my retirement paperwork started coming in, so I'll be able to get it. I've had to wait 4 months. Jesus
dude.
Christ, with the aviators! You're a super bro.
I can't tell if it-
Bro tree hugger.
Yeah, it's up.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Ex-bro tree hugger.
I think it just doesn't even know. It
That's
doesn't
doesn't
know
know
what
what to
iPhone
do.
anymore.
It just doesn't know what to do with its life. So confused. Oh, see,
Oh.
and as soon as you take your sunglasses off, it knows.
It just knows.
I don't know.
That's too many. Too many
many.
glasses.
Way
too
too
many.
many.
Too much.
I am so hyped for
I haven't seen
MagFest,
that.
though.
It's pretty
I
fun.
am
Cider
too.
Fest, you mean?
Right?
For what?
Cider Fest, you mean?
Cider Fest!
Cider Fest.
I'm gonna do my best to be there. I'm also gonna be actually up in y'all's neighborhood next year sometime. I'm gonna visit a friend of mine in Indy.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Yes.
Then you can visit us in Indy.
You
Yeah,
can
she-
visit
Your
us.
other
She
friends.
She just moved to downtown area.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
neat.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
live
like really
close
close to
that.
me.
Yeah,
Then I'm gonna go up to Lafayette and visit my buddy Sean.
that is not close to us.
No,
That's
like
where
it's
my
like 45
sister's
miles.
boyfriend John lives.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not the same one.
You don't know. It might be.
Yeah, no, I do.
How do you know?
Well,
Let's
because
not make
he's married.
Don't
So?
make assumptions here. What does this have to do with anything?
And he's punk rock.
Are
Yeah,
you
she's
trying to
into
say that we're not
Asians.
punk rock?
No, I'm trying to say that her sister's boyfriend is not punk rock. I'm making.
You don't know. He
blind
could be
assumptions
punk
about a
rock.
man
He
I've
could
never
be
met.
pretty awesome.
I can be punk rock. Wait,
Yeah, you're not my sister's boyfriend.
I just made that really awkward.
Family.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about something.
All the hats in this stream right now.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's hat day.
It's hat day. Mine's a panda. You can't
We
really
decided
tell.
that like as soon as we started the stream, we were like, it's hat day. Everybody wear a hat.
Mine is because it was cold outside.
Mine is because
Oh yeah, me too.
I don't know what's
hat on hat action going on.
Hats
I
and
need to
hats
get
and
my
hats and
chicken
hats.
off the grill. Like I turned the grill off, but I haven't gotten my chicken yet.
It's like the Gizmodo robot. It
a
is.
robot.
Nice.
I like the robot hat. It's cutesy.
It's a cool hat.
I
Yeah,
think
so
it's Destructoid, isn't it?
Destructoid, that's... What did I say?
Gizmodo.
Oh, my bad. Destructoid is what I meant to say. Sorry. News outlets very well.
I was thinking, I was like, does Gizmodo have a robot?
I don't know. I don't fucking know these things.
This is our
See,
fearless
okay.
leader, ladies and gentlemen.
I know. I try to stay out of games journalism because it's not legit.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of what's the term I'm looking for? Legitimacy in games journalism.
Oh no, I think the word you were looking for was actually journalism. There's not a whole lot of journalism in games journalism.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I don't know. I was trying to make a stab at the whole Gamergate thing, which I think we touched on last week. Is that correct?
what?
It's still going on.
It's still going
All I
on.
hear is headphones wiggling.
I'm sorry.
No, I was trying to make a joke about Gamergate and then I said, didn't you guys talk about that last week?
No, I
no.
don't think so.
No,
Oh, well.
we didn't touch it last week.
Oh, well, it's a piece of shit, and that's all that needs to be said about Gamergate.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. People just need to shut the hell up and play games.
We
Well-
actually we kind of popped around on things we were hyped about. Like there was a lot of Overwatch talk.
You know what I'm hyped about? I'm hyped about Mega Flare's song getting all that extra hype.
Yes,
Oh,
Mega
yeah.
Flare getting all that Monster Hunter cred. I'm pretty hyped about that Eevee shirt you're rocking. Actually,
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
yeah, I need to get me one of those.
Pretty-
It's
Pretty
great
hype.
because they're Eevees and they're in a pocket.
Yeah, pocket monsters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah, they have a Charmander one and a Bulbasaur one too that I don't have.
And Squirtle and Pikachu.
That's on my wish list. Somebody get me that shirt. That'd be great.
Hey, man. It'd be a banger. Yeah, you know what I'm hyped for? I'm hyped to
If
play.
you give me that shirt, I will wear it on stream.
I'm hyped to play Project M 3.5 because that came out last night.
I haven't played Project M in a while.
Yeah, my roommate actually did the menu music.
Yeah, I saw the post about that. It was it was in the Facebook chat, wasn't it?
Yes,
Probably.
I know that it was slam jammed within 30 minutes of it existing on the internet, and it's really fucking funny. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on and
looks like
slam.
it is
If
time.
you want to jam.
So I'm gonna go and do that.
You're gonna go?
Everybody say hi to Ectogemia, who's not a member of Insert Coin.
Hi, Ectogemia.
Hi, Ectogemia.
Hello.
I hope you can hear them now.
Base or it didn't happen.
Can you hear them?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go and run some errands before, the last 30 minutes of sunlight diminishes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It gets dark at 5.
Dumb.
Yeah, we gotta get over there.
Yeah, we gotta do that. So, I'm going to end. Are you guys gonna keep going?
Who's hosting?
Me.
Malaria.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't really have much to talk about this week. I hadn't thought about it over the weekend. I've been kind of crazy busy with the whole getting my face sucked back into World of Warcraft thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, we could talk about that.
I
Yeah, we
didn't have
could,
any
but-
expectations for this at all, so I'm just like, oh, I'm here, and I'm just here, so...
Yeah.
That's essentially what all of us are doing right now. We're all just kind of here.
I know that probably Tuesday and Wednesday I'm going to be streaming some League once I get my head out of my ass on WoW and play with my buddy. My buddy just started, and she's all about that tree right now. All about that
This is
tree.
the best thing ever.
I am a tree.
Wow. Reading the mail. Yeah, you
Yeah,
read
I've
that
seen
mail.
It's some pretty bad mail. But yeah. Pardon me. I'm gonna.
That was hot.
head out. Thanks. It was
All
also
right,
used-
man.
But yeah, I'm gonna bounce out of here. My stream probably isn't gonna come back up until Monday. So.
Mine will
Monday,
be much more consistent once I get this new GPU in and I can stream console games again.
Yeah.
Once that happens, there's going to be a lot of Heart Cart with Cloudy Poof and Monster Hunter, and I'm probably going to dig into some other stuff too. Metal Gear
Cool.
Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. So yeah, it's been
I
fun,
had
guys.
planned. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take care.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So if you want to play with some scrubs again, Tree, there's going to be some League on Tuesday and Wednesday.
I can do both those days, actually.
I'm going to be doing bot games mostly with my buddy who literally just started an account this last week.
Okay.
And another buddy of mine, the Wizard, who started his account a couple of weeks ago, and he's learning. I got a message from him yesterday on Facebook. Goddamn fucking Thresh! Yeah, that's about right.
That's not right for a lot of characters.
Yeah, that's
But
yeah.
if you ever need a mid champ, I guess, because if you're doing bot games, if you need a mid,
Yeah, I'm
Let me know.
gonna run support for my buddy for just a couple of games, and then I'm gonna probably start trying jungle.
oh, okay.
I got Vi, and I'm pretty hyped on that jungle stuff.
I'm really bad at close combat characters. I don't know what it is. I like the range.
I'm really bad at League of Legends.
Who isn't?
I
I'm
have
doing
a LOL
pretty
account
decent.
since like whenever it first came out,
Yep.
and you had to have like a friend that was already in the game and send you an invite to the game in order to play, and I've never played.
Well, you should play with us.
We can make a complete team of 5.
Yeah, and we can do bot games.
I
That'll
don't
be
know. You're throwing out all these terms. I'm like, I don't know what they
Bot,
mean.
like bots,
Like
robots.
AIs?
No, I mean I
or
do. but-
Computers?
I do, but I'm such a noob.
Like for
okay.
for a hot second, I thought you were talking like bot lane bot. Like we just have a ton of those games. I'm like, okay.
No, I'm probably gonna dig in and do some Aram to get used to some other champions, because right now all I'm used to is Janna. That's it. I've played Vi once, and I've played Garen once, and I used to main Taric like for the first few levels back, before season 1 actually happened. Like when I first started, and it was the game we played as a guild when we weren't raiding Lich King in Wrath. Like that's what we did. We got on and played League, and I never really leveled up, and I played Taric, and then I quit, and then I came back to it this year. So there's going to be a lot of WoW and a lot, especially if my computer can stream it once I get a new GPU put in there. There's going to be a lot of WoW and a lot of League going on, and I need to actually do a layout, like an overlay, so I can put my chat and my camera and some other miscellaneous bullshit down at the bottom and sides, and have the game in the middle.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
so much stuff that I need to like work on for my stream as well. Like I have like all these Twitch goals written on index cards and whatnot.
You're so
I have a
like
notebook of 'em.
opposite brain type than I am. You're like, you have this calendar and you have note cards and lists, and I'm like, fuck lists, and then I never get anything done.
I don't know how I could like if I didn't have my calendar, I wouldn't know what to do with my life because like I would not be prepared for anything. I just have too many things going on at once that it's just nice to have a calendar.
I feel you. Every colored mark on here is an event that I've saved on my calendar.
Oh my gosh, you should have. I wish I could. Oh wait, I do have a picture of my, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. I had a picture of the month of October this year. It was insane. Like I literally had 2 to 10 things on one day, every single day of the month of October.
Jesus.
I have this calendar behind me, and as you see, it is blank. It has been blank for months.
I'm going to frame and hang up these Smash posters I got from Nintendo, and I'm actually going to put them behind my guitars. And I think right below it, I'm going to put a whiteboard up so I can have like a list of shit I need to do.
That's a good
and
idea.
At work, I have a little legal pad, and they love me because they have all these projects going on in the hospital, and they can never keep track of exactly where we're at. And I'll come in on Monday, and they'll be like, okay, where are we at from last week? And I have just a list of shit that needs to be done, carried over from last week, this week.
I do that stuff at work. I just don't do it at home.
I'm pretty organized. I'm not very clean. I'm pretty messy, but I'm very organized.
I'm actually pretty clean, I think. I mean, I didn't really bring much stuff with me to live with, so I mean, it can't really make much of a mess.
Everything
I have way too much stuff. I'm in the process of getting rid of stuff that I haven't touched in like over a year. Like, why do I still have this thing?
This is it's a mess back there, but the thing is, everything I own is in this room, except for a couple of guitar amps out in the garage. Like, everything I own is back there. And I'm getting a phone call. Hang on.
I don't know.
Way to ruin the podcast, Daniel.
I wish I could find this picture, but it's just not happening.
Oh my gosh, we are gonna have so much fun at MAG. We're gonna make cookies.
I know. I'm
We're
so
gonna have Chili
excited.
Fest.
I actually have never had chili before, so I'm excited.
You've
for
never
chili.
had chili before? We should
Yeah.
make like 3 different kinds then, because there's so
Is it
many
like-
different ways
is it
to
like
make it.
Neutral, spicy, and
Oh yeah, we could leave the spices out, and you can make it as spicy as you want. But there's like Midwestern chili specifically, and then there's like Southern chili specifically, and like people fight over it. It's kind of like barbecue in the South.
mm. You've got meat chili. You have Is there vegetarian chili?
There is. It's just made with like tomatoes and beans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there cheesy chili?
Yes, most people actually put tons of cheese in their chili. As
Chicken
a
chili?
topping. Yeah, chicken chili.
So all the meat chilies.
Yeah, there's meat chili, veggie chili. There's Midwestern chili has noodles in it,
Mm.
and then Southwestern chili has no noodles in it, and they're really like, God, why are you putting noodles in this, you bastards?
Yeah, that's exactly what real chili is right there. Why are you putting noodles in it, you bastards?
I don't put noodles in mine, but I've had it that way.
From Texas, so I've always had chili that is either just meat and vegetables, and I'm not talking like stew. It's really thick, like
Yeah,
you
it's
glop it
like
into your bowl and
meat.
throw cheese and crackers in it. Or
It's like sloppy joes with like
yeah,
vegetables in it.
it doesn't have the same kind of texture.
No, it tastes
you
different.
You usually use like really thickly ground beef or chicken.
Yeah.
I like making turkey chili.
I make chili with beef tips, so it's not ground; it's chunky.
Yeah,
it's
big
delicious.
chunks of meat. But yeah, if you're doing it right, you put a little bit of sour cream, maybe some green onion, and a whole bunch of cheese in that bitch.
Yep.
And just like sharp as you can get it cheddar, and you take a whole like 60-pound bag, and you're like, this little bowl.
I actually made it like that once, and then I had my appendix removed the next day.
Because of the chili, or is there no correlation?
I'm not sure if there was a correlation or not, but it was pretty convenient.
One of my coworkers went to a New Year's party where my boss's wife made this cake. It was apparently some kind of turtle cake. And the next week, he went to the doctor for a backache, and he came out with diabetes.
Oh my God.
So he calls it diabetes cake. Yeah. He thought he had a kidney infection and he had diabetes.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Diabetes
So,
cake.
I love
there any-
Diabetes.
Me and you discussed this last time, but you weren't here, Tree. Are there
No.
any games you're hyped about right now? Like any games coming out, or any games that recently came out, or just hyped on in general? Like I'm really hyped on this new WoW expansion, but I'm also really hyped on Risk of Rain. I'm having so much fun with that game.
I don't know if I have any hype for like video games, because like usually like video games just like get thrown at me and I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll just play them, and I just like have fun playing them. So that's usually what my streams are. It's just like, I don't even know what's gonna happen today. We're just gonna play a game. See how
Yeah,
that goes.
I tend to switch mine around a lot when I'm not playing console games. When I'm playing console games, I do long plays.
Mhm.
Like I did all of Demon Souls, Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2. And I got through all of Mass Effect and most of Mass Effect 2, and then I moved, and then I came back. So I started on Metal Gear Solid, which was the next one in the series. And I think I'm going to do the Batman Arkham games next.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Yeah, just long plays of them, and generally my commentary runs as me talking to myself. Like everything I think I say, whether it's relevant or not.
And now we're gonna go to the left over here and pick up this item. And what am I having for dinner?
No, I actually do. I do talk like that when there's no one talking in my chat. I kind of just talk to myself just to kind of fill the void of silence.
I need to get used to doing that because I'll just sit there and I can get like really comfy in the chair and not move because I play a controller, and people will come in and they're like, is your camera frozen? What's going on?"
She's just not doing anything. What's happening? No,
I see the game moving, but she's
She's not.
frozen.
moving.
Yeah. When I was playing in Dallas, my buddy came over and we played Chronicles of Mystara on Xbox Arcade, and this is really fun. 1993 and I think 1996 D&D games, like arcade games, just straight up side-scrolling beat 'em ups. And we're playing them, and I'm sitting back against the chair that I was sitting in, and I'm holding my controller like this, like I'm laying here like this, against the chair, and people are like, "How the fuck are you even playing that game?" Dude, I've been playing video games longer than I've been walking. I was still falling on my ass when I beat Mario. So
If my mom were to be playing video games while I was in the womb, does that count as me playing video games too? Or
I don't think it does. I don't think it does. No. No, that's not how proxy works.
Until they come out with
Wait,
games to play with your mind,
Unless
and then your mom could
you were
like put
like,
My mom played a lot of Super Mario and Legend of Zelda when me and my brother were inside of her.
That's creepy. Unless you were like Krang and she was your robot and you were just like a little Krang in there. In which case, yeah, it counts as you.
Mom, go left! Mom, go left!
She's like, okay, I need a punch right here to get her to go left. Hey, yo, bitch! Whack! Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been shirking social obligations to play video games since I was like 6 years old.
Oh yeah, that's. I've read a thing about like a list of things that people who aren't homebodies wouldn't understand, and I'm like, I relate to all of these things except for I was definitely cool in high school, so.
Yeah, we got Marco Polo and Hacky Sack banned at our school.
Nice. I started a hacky sack club at my college, and that's where I met my boyfriend. So
Nice.
that's
I
great.
got
We
kicked
had
out
like
of
60
I
people,
don't really have an
60 people in one hack circle.
That is ridiculous. You have to punt it across.
Yeah, well, we had like 3 people stand in the middle to act as like bridges.
My buddy Brad we were playing hack after school. We stood in a circle by a tree, and last time I was down at the school, which was last year sometime, the circle where we stood still had no grass grown in it.
Nice.
And we graduated 10 years ago next year, so I mean,
Yeah.
8 years. But Brad went to kick this, and he's just horribly clumsy, and he's a big, bulky dude like all of us are. And he went to like kick it really hard, and this kid bent over and just caught his boot right in the face.
Oh, nice. We had a dude break his
over,
leg.
and then he snaps backwards and falls on his back, and he's just laying there bleeding out of the face, not saying anything. We thought Brad killed him.
Nice. Yeah, we had a dude break his leg. We had like these giant metal chairs that were part of the courtyard, and you know, you could move them around and stuff before they decided to nail him down. And the hacky sack just got over to the chair, and someone's like, "No, I'm gonna get it," and like slid like they were playing baseball, like slid into it and kicked it so hard he broke his leg.
Ow.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
It was horrible.
I've never broken a bone before, but now I'm getting like bruises. Like I have a ton of bruises along like my jawline from Quidditch, just from like smacking my face with a broom. From like when I go, like I'll be carrying a broom around, and when I go for the ball, like when I jump, like I usually like lift both my hands up, and I forget that there's a broom in this one hand, and I usually just like smack it right into it.
That's brilliant.
Oh man, I want to play Quidditch. That sounds like so much fun.
That sounds like I'd probably end up hurting.
So how does human Quidditch work?
It's I don't know where to start.
Okay,
it's like a bunch of sports like mumble jumbled together. You've got the keeper who kind of plays like the goalie.
Okay.
And then you like in the Harry Potter books, like there's the 3 hoops still as your goals, you know. And so the keeper has this green headband, and he just kind of acts like the goalie. There's 3 people with white headbands. They're called the chasers, and they throw around a deflated volleyball, which is the quaffle. And if you get the quaffle through the hoops, that's how you rack up the points. You have 2 people in black headbands. They're the beaters. They throw around deflated dodgeballs at everyone. So my goal as a chaser is to dodge the dodgeballs and get the ball get the quaffle through the hoops.
Okay.
Yep. And then you have the snitch, which is a person dressed in gold with a sock attached to his shorts and a tennis ball inside of that sock, and that's the snitch.
Oh.
Yeah, and the seekers and the snitch don't get released until like 17, 18 minutes into the game.
Nice.
So, yep, and when the snitch is caught, like that's when the game ends.
So is the snitch like a neutral player? I mean, because I could see if they were on your team, they could be like, "Oh, I'm right over here, catch me."
Yeah, no, it's actually usually it's like someone else from like a team that's not playing.
Okay.
In that game, so.
That sounds absolutely ludicrous in the best possible way.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my buddies go out and play paintball in the middle of the woods, but that's about as close as we come to that.
That's fun.
Yeah, all of my friends like to stay in their homes.
Oh, in the
Just like
summertime,
so we never go anywhere.
In the summertime, I'm a part of this group called the ASS.
The ass.
Yeah, and it's the All Sports Society, and our mascot is actually the donkey. So
That's beautiful.
But usually, like every week on like Monday and Tuesday of the week, we play a different sport. Like sometimes we'll play beach volleyball, sometimes we'll play kickball, capture the flag, ultimate frisbee. So I mean, I don't usually play sports, so when people like in Quidditch anyways, they're like, "Oh, so what sports did you play in high school?" "Oh, I didn't really play
I walked from class to class. I was a power walker.
It was just like all casual.
I like to answer that question with competitive eating.
Yeah, competitive eating.
That's a good one. I eat a lot of desserts.
I played flag in marching band.
I didn't
Color
really
guard?
do any
Yep, color
extracurricular
guard.
stuff, like at all. I hung out with my friends and I played video games, and I surfed through school. As a matter of fact, my senior year, I carried a messenger bag. I think I have my current one around here somewhere. Just a black messenger bag, and in it was one notebook, one pen, and a pillow.
Nice.
That was my senior year of high school.
Nice.
was
My
one
senior
of
year of
those-
high school, I was like, fuck it, and graduated early.
I was actually supposed to, but I went to a charter school, and I was supposed to graduate at the end of my sophomore year.
Mhm.
And I had a bit of a problem with authority, and I got kicked out of the charter school at the end of my sophomore year instead of graduating. And the new school, the school I went to, my original school, my town's high school, because it was a charter school and there was some weird thing between private and public, they didn't accept any of my credits except for English 4. So I had to do 4 years of high school again in 2 years in order to graduate on time. So I did high school twice in 4 years, and it was terrible.
Good job.
It was awful.
Ew.
My sister went to a charter school her junior year and hated it because the charter school she went to was like on the other side of town, so she had to make all new friends. And it was on the rich side of town, so all of the kids were on cocaine.
Oh.
So she's like, no, I'm just going to go back to regular school with normal people.
I was
Wow.
always one of those kids where, like, I literally would be carrying my life around me. Like, it's just like books on books on books, and then my backpack, I just look like a turtle. I was also
I
one
was
of
a
those,
turtle as well.
yeah, I was also one of those kids that was, like, in every single club that could ever be thought of.
I didn't do any of that. I was an underachiever. I graduated Texas Scholar, but I was an underachiever. By the time I got around to my final semester, I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, I did marching band because it counted as a gym credit.
Oh, yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to do gym, marching band.
Yep, that's what I did as well. And then
You
I did a
probably-
lot of musicals.
You probably actually put in a hell of a lot more work in marching band than you would have in gym.
It was fun though, and it got to like help me express the showmanship that's in me.
And trips. I love marching
Yeah,
band
we
trips.
got to go places. It was awesome, and hear like really cool music and like perform stuff. It's fantastic.
Mhm.
My little brother went to is it Racine? Racine, something like that. It's a huge show band in the summer. It's in Wisconsin, and he went to that when I was 20, and he said it was pretty cool. I went to a Texas Music Educators Association (TMEA) meeting with one of my friends who's a band teacher. She was actually my senior in high school. And she invited me to go along with her because she didn't have a car that could make it. She's like, so, I mean, you're on vacation. I'm not really doing anything. I'll pay for all your food if you'll take me to San Antonio. Free
Nice.
food. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, and then you could do that competitive eating thing.
Yeah, you know, like, where I'm like, what was that? Steak. I like it. I'll have another.
I was watching a competitive eater on YouTube, and he was touring Ireland, and he went to like 12 different places the 12 days he was there and did 12 competitions. Or not really competitions, but like restaurant things, like if you can eat this, then you get it for free. He had this one, it was called, it was like the biggest breakfast in the world, and I was like, I could eat that. I could eat that easy. He had like pancakes and french fries and beans on toast, and I'm like, I could eat this.
I follow Furious Pete, and that's one of the reasons I started really digging into bodybuilding. Is I started watching his competitive eating, and then I started watching his workouts, and I was like, hey, I could do that.
Yeah.
I started going to the gym, and I was like, hey, this is heavy. Huh. Hey, that's not heavy. Huh. Let's do this again.
Yeah.
But that's really all I do. I play video games, and I lift weights, and I work, and that's it.
Yep.
I play some of those back there occasionally.
There's an oatmeal comic. You know the oatmeal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's one of his strips is why he runs extended distances, and he's like, I just love food, and I can either stop eating or I can just run 20 miles every day.
And eat whatever the hell I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. I think we've completely strayed off of the insert coin in general.
Oh,
At
You
this
know
what
point.
though? Like this
I
is
forgot we were
honestly like
live.
if you watch some of the earliest streams, this is basically what it is. Like somebody's playing a game and somebody's talking about their
Something
diet.
completely different. Yeah. That's usually me, actually.
Today? Sonic? Oh, food?
Yeah.
Sonic likes
chili
chili dogs. You know,
dogs.
the best chili dog I ever had. Blah blah.
Oh man, speaking of chili dogs, there's a theater not far from me in Carnegie, Oklahoma, and it's the
I'm
oldest,
never going to Oklahoma.
the oldest
just to tell
operating
you.
theater in Oklahoma, and it's $4 a movie, and you can get chili dogs, and they're so good, so good.
This
Oh my
whole
God.
chat is making me very hungry, and I almost just want to go just to make food for myself.
We should probably end the stream though. It's been about 2 hours.
Really?
Y'all were at an hour when I came in, and that was
Oh,
like an hour
geez.
ago.
Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
5:30, and we started about 3:30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So thank you for coming out to episode 2 of Insert CoinCast.
CoinCast. Yeah.
Featuring let's see, Ben Briggs, Jim
Dan
Falk,
Bringus, Jim Falking,
Uh.
XO Tree Hugger.
yeah, Modest Alchemist, a piece of
Yep.
energy, and Mal's sweet ass Eevee shirt.
My sweet ass Eevee shirt.
Secondary
My
props,
pet Mogwai.
secondary props go to Tree Hugger's Jurassic Park shirt.
Oh, thanks. I didn't even think you guys noticed that. Yeah, the
I
Jurassic
noticed that.
Park shirt.
The I'm wearing my workout hoodie. I feel that this is appropriate for the nature of my workouts. And I think I'm actually still wearing or not still, but actually wearing the Ninja Turtle shirt I wore last week under all this.
Uh-oh. Yeah. It's a good thing you put the hoodie on then, because people would be like,
I don't change clothes.
wears the same shirt every day. He's like Doug.
Every stream.
Yeah, actually, I do wear the same shirt every day, but my closet is full of them. I have like 20 copies of the same Ninja Turtles t-shirt. So, check out everybody's streams, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook.
Somebody will put those down in the description.
It's not me this time. I'll leave it up to you. I did it last time.
I'll do
I
it.
don't know how to. Well, I haven't done this before, so I don't really.
And tune in
I'll
next
show you
week
how to do
for
it sometime.
more professional tips in thug life.
Thug life. First, live in the ghetto. 2, buy a bunch of expensive shit that you can't afford.
Whoa, you can't give away all the tips in one episode.
Oh, okay,
You gotta get
okay.
people
3 is
coming back.
profit. 3 is profit.
Yeah. No, 3 is question marks.
2 is profit. What's step 2?
All right,
Step
thank
3
you
is profit.
for coming out, and
All right.
you guys for being here.
Yeah. Thanks.
See you all next week
Take care.
on another episode of Insert CoinCast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.